with the third pass completed, my cleanup is done on the wood burning, and the last thing that I do is I take an old toothbrush and I just brush everything out. I want to get any debris that might be in the wood burning out. It can get picked up by your paintbrush if you don't do this, and it can cause some issues down the road when you're painting. So get in everywhere. It's amazing how much debris does come off, so it's a good step to do. Now, I have lightly, and that's one of the keys, is to lightly use a pencil to sign your piece the way that you'd like it to be. And when you do your name or any other writing, you want to leave bigger space between it than you normally would, because it's going to be a wider line than, say, a pencil line or a pen line. And I've learned to just kind of stretch out my name, and as I write it in a pencil previous to wood burning it, and that's been helpful. I use a 3/16 inch for this particular piece to sign my name, and you have to burn quite hot when you're signing, because it's the only way to get through the grain, the hard grain lines, which you can get caught up on. And the reason I do my pencil really lightly is because I don't want to dent the wood, because I'll be coming back after I'm done wood burning it and removing any pencil line that is visible. Quite often we tend to stray a little bit off of the pencil line, and you want to be able to erase it without having a bunch of dents left behind. Now I'm turning this pen up to the point where I can easily flow the pen. And what I like to do is the first pass when I'm signing my name, which kind of leaves a channel for the burner to go in the next time around. But you can see on the second time around how it gets bigger. So I'm going to turn up the heat a little bit more until I have a free-flowing. It also has to do with how fast you work on the pencil line with the burner. So your temperature's got to be set according to how fast you can move and still make a nice pencil line. So I'm still going to turn it up a little further. The other thing is, when you hesitate and when you stop, like here, you'll see a bigger line, a little dot in the middle of your line. So you want to keep moving when you're doing this. So if I start and then I'll come back and I'll clean up any of those little dots that might have occurred because I hesitated. It's getting a little too hot now. And just work slowly. Here we go. Green line wanted to take me there. One of the people who signs their pieces most beautifully has always been Tan Brene. I mean, the bottom of his birds, pure art. You can see how my letters aren't quite exactly how I had penciled them in, but they're perfect enough for this. My insignia. And the year. Alright, so that's the first pass on my signature. Now I clean everything up, much like I did my last wood burning when I was doing feathers. So, of course, it started out hot, kind of left off here, so now I'm coming back. And I've kind of got a channel to put my wood burner into. So it's guiding the tool. Grain line kind of wanted to take me there. Now you're not going to want to sand this after burning this in because it won't look good. It'll show every place you picked up and put back down, and just take my word for it. That way you won't wreck your nice signature. This insignia has been on every piece of my artwork since I was in high school. It's just something I came up with in math class while I was doodling. So if you see anything that's like not quite as dark as the other, go back and just make one more pass. And you can easily do it because your ball tip falls right into the channel. Sometimes it's not possible to sign my bird with my name, so some of my pieces only have my insignia. Like my flickers, they have it on the lower tail coverts. It's easy to hide the insignia, not as easy to hide my signature. When it comes to pieces that just aren't appropriately signed, like this. And that'll do the signature. Now once I've got this burned, I'm going to come back with my pencil and I'm going to erase those really lightly drawn pencil lines before I seal the head. When they'll never be removed again. Looks pretty good. Happy with that. You can see close up. Give you some close-ups on the head itself now that I've done all of my cleanup work. The next step will be sealing for the paint.